Okay, here we go. You know, social media family, I had explained to you all before how I would have to, you know, turn my own student department with English language and that qualities and quantities, why I got the term and with all of this grammatical usages. But anyway, getting back to what I was trying to say, I think we were masters. Back to that, just that. And particularly when that last thought to complete a form of spiritual prayer that involved. And before I would really go into the content of the present social media podcast video, but only after I would complete that in intro as an introduction. And as a accompanying footnotes that I had just hurried up and composed, likewise because I have only so little time now as library is going to close in another half an hour, so I have about a half an hour to broadcast. It will take some minutes. Then there's some time to be spent, that is packing away my personal effects on possessions so I can pull up the account and compliment the old saying where they say, that I'm to the place of business, come closing time. You ain't got to go home, but you got to go, anyway, get back to what I was trying to say, before I lose my train of thought. So far as my own, this particular, PC of my personal place belongs to possession, PC as a personal computer. Whereas until I were to, take it to a computer repair shop so that the technician can look it over. So I say before I would get on to the original topic of discussion, the subject matter to be discussed with many different views and opinions to be associated with recommended. But anyway, though, to finish up this year, though, before I would go into that like and whereas I would take it to a computer repair shop so the technician would look over it and make the necessary repairs. Only after I would go into my own pocket and pay him, at some such given time, that being the monetary financial depth in American or U.S. currency. See, they just give me an announcement that the library is going to close now. Anyway, getting back to what I was trying to say. And whereas with this one PC personal computer mine being as this, I have had to turn it around so that you all can see me. That is where the back of my PC personal computer is facing me so that you all can do just that. Be able to see me as well as hear me. Otherwise, you could not see me for anything in the world until I were to get this one PC of my personal computer, my personal effects belonging to possessions, repaired by computer shop repairman technician. And with that having been said, let me get on with some such of it. So I say, moving right along. First of all, as I asked you all the question of how are you doing? Well, hopefully everyone is doing at least okay. If not better yet, you said you're feeling all right. There's a difference. Or if not best of all, you said you're feeling less than stress, more less than stress, too less to possibly calm, be stressed. You and yours, family, friends, hopefully me and mine likewise as well, are all the same. And regardless of what could have possibly happened, the day before, yesterday, or whatever I said, no 2 days are alike. Like two snowflakes are unique, different. So it can be said of, 2 days in comparison. Yeah. And what a day I have had today. Whereas I had to pay another visit to a local vicinity area neighborhood community medical facilities establishment, place of business as a name the hospital, so to say, regardless of whether or not that my person would have to follow up at an auxiliary clinic, which is affiliated associated with representing some such thereof, or wherever I go to seek medical treatment to resolve health issues with the symptoms thereof. The company would be associated with some such. And that's what I had done here. Whereas I took care of the necessary reason. Listen to the doctor's instructions, if not directions to accompany any medical prescription. Then which this one doctor did not give me at some such given moment in time as he felt that I didn't need it. Was he was saying in more words less that I could get something like over the counter, as well as I could do home remedies. Anyway, though, on my way there, as I had to travel via, a mass transit of a public transportation system, with all these many different bus and train routes, and as it is one of the biggest money-making business companies, to be considered within a great metropolis, major metropolitan city or suburb. There I had encountered the presence of, ignorance, insanity, or impoliteness, or stupidity, sickness, and rudeness. Not once, not twice, but I think 3 times, okay, or rather, should I say, a couple times and the third time. Well, this atmosphere of chemical properties in place of business. Unless I'm mistaken, maybe I have become selective experience seeing, a couple, 3 times upon the mass transit public transportation. Which is commonly called and commonly known as CTA, Chicago Transit Authority. And whereas, let me see, first of all, there was a black sister, it's always a black person, corner mom, acting ignorant, saying a black boy. There was 56 listed group, and whereas the first runner up is a Hispanic person. But anyway, though, I'm just sitting there minding my own business, trying to read a book on my way to this hospital facility, regardless of whether it was public or private. And she goes into her purse, like as if, she's following with some kind, sort of type of a legal object of some such that can cause a major mass destruction or devastation. That is close to home. To be compared on to two superpowers going at each other, whereas we almost was on the brink of world destruction during the 60s when Kennedy and Khrushchev come to heads, until cooler heads had prevailed. When Khrushchev had seen that Kennedy was not going to, be like a little whiny little poodle, though he was coming off like a bulldog, or rock. So from there, Khrushchev backed off. You know. Anyway, getting back to some folks at home. So this sister, she goes into her purse. I'm wondering if she could have had from a stick-a-jig to a 6-shooter. And it freaked me out. I'm just sitting there, mind my own business, and trying to focus my attention, trying to stay focused to get to this hospital so I can take care of the necessary needs. And for reasonable purpose being or to get well. But anyway, though, I had seen a doctor finally. So there are some hospitals I would frequent more regularly than other ones that I would be less in attendance at for its purposes and properties of facilities at a given address location wherever you see. And then from there, I had to get back upon the principal properties of this mass transit and public facility as we know it. As we commonly call them, commonly know it, It's cotton called commonly known as CTA. And then there's this black drug pusher, dope. He's talking smack. I'm trying to read a book, something along the line of thought of a religious nature. And whereas I'm thinking he's about to come through the aisle. So, because they go through these different train car doors that they're not supposed to be going through. As if any passenger falls between the trains and into the tracks, then that's going to, stop progress. The trains would have to come to a halt. They have to shut the electricity down, call for, the fire department, as well as for paramedics, fire department, firemen, paramedics, and police officers, etc. And then, whereas train service would be shut down for hours until they were to, clean up the carnage of a person, of a passenger having become subject to experiencing an accident, as in getting fried on the third rail. But anyway, though, that didn't happen. So this guy's because he was going to cross between train car with a homie or two, a popular climb here and there with his homies, a couple people. But then it's like he had just did that. He was bluffing just to see what my reaction. You know how certain ones of these street characters would pick out certain passengers to pick at, like certain neighbors would think to do so as well as misery loves company. Hold that thought. I'm going to see how many more minutes I have here. The library is about to close. And I've been broadcasting for about 1/3 of a half an hour, being how much time I will broadcast on average social media content for a video. Okay. I'm going to come back around and see where it's on. I have to get back to the computer so that you all can see me. Like my hand is in back of the computer now. Otherwise you all couldn't see me. And whereas my hand is facing, like in the right direction of the computer for how it would be, the front would be turned toward me compared to how I have it in back of my computer and it would be facing in the left direction. But I'm getting ready to get back over here and to continue from where I'm in that my person has left off. So I finish up as complete. Upon previous prior last time they say so. Anyway, I did well. Of course, quite naturally, anybody would imply that nothing happened with the first incident with the black sister, that she had seen or saw, excuse pardon me, giving book in the English language, that I was on some monkey business or some such devilment or demonic activity or whatever I said. But then, not like the other black male who was, not that I consider myself black or white. I just consider myself as an American. But first and foremost, I believe in God and Christian and K Protestant is the second law of American citizen. But anyway, this other black male, but he had the audacity, the nerve to say, cuss me out. He was the one wrong. I'm trying to read the book. It don't matter whether it be of a religious or secular worldly nature, but it was supernatural, spiritual, kind of. So he's like, well, we ain't gotta be all like that. I'm back. I bring back something like that. I'm thinking in my head, I'm just trying to ignore him. He said, if you're so frustrated with your life, that's just him saying that. He was trying to make me frustrated. You know. Anyway, because I said, if you're so frustrated with your life, why don't you just get a hold of a loaded gun, just a revolver or whatever I said, put it to your head, pull your mouth, pull the trigger, blow your brains out while I. He said that because he was wishing that I would respond to his crap it's illogical nonsense because you know he wanted to instigate something or attempt to have me react so he can validate himself to pick at me that much more because misery loves company. Company that you know what I'm saying, but I didn't respond. I just left it alone. I said because if you give them an inch, they'll take them out. Whereas if I had not been thinking, I could have said, it's not my fault that your mom was a crackhead or meth head. She raised you wrong, for you turned out to become a drug pusher, a dope dealer. Whereas may as well be some kind sort of type of a cocksucker, baggy. Again, like some them, last mention, represent more manhood than allow these street punk or skinhead street cats, not that I was conditioned homo or homo bastard saying or second argument. It's not really it's second argument. It's not my fault that you're coming out representing less manhood than homo or gay guy. Not to mention less manhood than bisexual or heterosexual. Now suppose I had said to him, man, something along this line of thought, being which may as well have been just as devastating as cuss words, or even more so devastating cuss words. If I were to say, I'm sad for your mother or mom, because I had discussed those matters with, a white guy, another passenger after that black male with his homies at death. And the white guys, sorry, probably my friend, I'm happy, keep track of time because his library is going to close about a quarter of an hour now. Now, if I had said that, things could have really gone south mighty quick. That's what the white guy had told me. Another pastor said, no, don't say that. And then he was like, you calling my mom a B or something? Like you calling me a SOB? You know what I'm saying? Get the picture. So I just left it alone. And, I'm like, no, why is he gonna go all out his way to make my day? And just the other day, there was another black male, and he fronted me off on the same way. I know, still doing the broadcast before I had to close out. It's about quarter to two. Yeah, quarter to close. Anyway, there was another black male, and I'm trying to find a double seat plan arrangement. And one of the seats that was available was, next to him or in front of him or whatever I said. And very minute I tried to think to sit down, he talking about, get your gay ass away from me. Man, son of a, SOB, laughing. I'm like, what? I'm like, brother, are you serious? It's always a black person, and especially that much more a black male, being more obvious than a black sister. And the first runner up to a black person acting ignorant and saying like people six and this is a Hispanic person, you know. So I had changed my mind about sitting there. I just went through the aisle and sat or rather stood somewhere else, from there because I know people get up out of the seat, come to the aisle and want to, take it to another level, where I like I'm done with it, no skin off my teeth. And there was a time or another, sometime even before then, another black male is asking me a formal question where he's saying, what the F you doing here? Well, I started to say, not much, nothing much, not much, something along that line. But I did, to borrow one liner from the Steven Seagal movie flick, he told one of the local riffraff when this street punk skinhead had asked him what the damn hell he was doing. And a Hollywood, California actor Steven Seagal had said, not much, nothing, something like that, not much. But then that one actor in particular, yeah, literally actually had become some kind of a real life police officer or can be for some such thing. I don't know if he's still doing police work, as an official police officer of some kind of stuff. Right? Let me see how many more minutes I have. Let me see now. So I have another 10 minutes before I were to close shop, and the library is about to close in another quarter of an hour. So I have about 5 minutes after closing. You know, 5 minutes after closing, I say. I mean, no, after closing, that is closing down shop so far as to end the social media broadcast. What I'm saying for my personal computer to pack my personal Facebook along with the possessions away in the school bag. Yeah, hold it down. Anyway, though, notice what I was saying about this and that. What I was saying about in regard to reference, I would say so far the main title of this presentation, broadcast video, know, as today has really been, well, challenging, trying my patience, testing my faith in God as I am, yeah. And believe me when I say somewhere for a given moment, somewhere, for some fragment of time, or place, you know, or some time in the course of the day, I mean, I myself once again, just straight out of blue, somebody touched my nerve, I gave in to nature. I didn't curse anybody out, but I was thinking in my head quite a few choice words otherwise, you know, as I had employed uses and spirits of fancy, as I had used cuss words, you know, more up on my breath, I would like to think, unless I was discussing matters with another person about somebody else's ignorance or sanity and like, oh yeah, come to think of it, as a matter of fact, I did use quite a few cuss words to explain the situation as I engaged in conversation dialogue with the same white guy on the train after that black male was on his left. Now that's saying something about, oh, this dickhead, this prick, he just felt the need to attempt to validate his manhood by coming off like a sorry SOB bastard, like he didn't have anything better to do this time. That's why I was saying no words. That's why I'm paraphrasing my back. Other than how he felt this like stupid, sick or sickening, desperate need to get in on me, to make him feel better. And as I was saying before, so I'll say again, and I'll stay corrected on that, to compliment the old saying, how that misery loves company. Like, I'm having this shit. I mean, it's like, my ship hasn't come in either, but you don't see me out here attempting to cause problems for another individual person, before the atmosphere of a place of business, or for property of mass transit, a place of business, be public or private. Because I have a life, even when I don't have a life, okay, not to mean to contradict myself. I mean, well, you see, as long as I'm trying to get a new lease on life, I have a life regardless of what my my living arrangement, my life circumstances, my, my educational, economic status may be. If I'm trying to do the right thing, if I'm not trying to violate somebody else's civil and human rights, as I would not want them to attempt to violate that of my own, I mean, that's belief. a lot to live, you know, regardless of what few living relatives I may still have. You know, you don't supposed to have half-blood brothers and sisters at that, you know, whom I haven't seen in years. I'm supposed to have white relatives at that. Likewise, you know, whom I haven't seen in years. You know, for my own immediate personal family tree. You know, but then I have more than quite a few friends, even if more than half, most of them are fair weather friends. You know, and I have business associates, you know, who could be considered as being friends of some kind of sort of type, but not, you know, genuine friends, you know, they're being artificial. So I have a life, you know. I don't have time for foolishness, you know. My time means money to me, you know, even when I don't have much money, even if I'm just collecting a once a month government check of some kind or such a type at minimum, where I'm barely making ends meet, having to rob people to pay Paul, not literally actually having to rob people to pay Paul, because you know what that would get you. You know, a one-way trip to the can for the crazy I'm going. You know, as in, you have to do the jailhouse rock dance number. You know, welcome to the jailhouse rock. You have to do a stint in the can, crazy house for that matter. But then, what's the difference? Can you know, crazy house? They're both of the same atmosphere with nutcases. You know, different factions. They can't go anywhere. They have to be told when to get up, when to go to bed, what they have to do during the course of the day. They have to look at the list of rules and regulations before they are discharged or released from either of both those two kind of camps. Let me see what time I had left before I could pull up this library branch, Western Province of Facility. Oh, I see. And I have about 5 or so minutes left for some such other, you know, pack my things away and get some. Anyway, though, I'm about to close out, you know, so I get up out here, get back to my humble habitat. Home sweet home. Well, home is what you make of it. Although I'm now living in not just one of the worst, but one of the worst sanctuary neighborhood communities. Thanks to a past neighborhood down there, getting me booted out of a much better one. Like he flipped the script on me, had management doing me walk away where he should have seen me. You know, after I complained about him a number of times, too, and his brother reported him to the police quite a number of times, or at least in one regard I know. And he poured a wool on my eyes, you know, caught me sleeping. Well, you know what they say when you have enemies make you money. But anyway, though, on these last movies, I like to say, if you haven't gotten Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, I hope that you will think of it now, while the blood is still running warm in your veins. I recognize and realize what he himself had did upon the cross of Calvary really was something that the hands of Roman soldiers, you know, nails in the palm of the hand, get nailed in his hand, their hammer, you know, both hands, palms of his hand. But nevertheless, he went to that cross of Calvary, still with his prophet. Become the perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice for you, as well as you don't steal my trademark gesture, which will make you my copyright. So that if any of us, you know, as he was nailed between two thieves, so on the hill we go to across Capitol West, if any of us, you know, whatever races, whatever walks of life, fashion, society, lifestyle preferences, you know, the old, young, like both two sexes, male and female, represent not only the human species, but being nevertheless the global community, which is post 911 era, that new millennium, the apocalyptic day and age, or the doomsday prophets now at a couple of minutes in midnight, compared with our former created prior to them, before the midnight, for these rather biblical people at that time, or to confess some such faith in them. There we become and be blessed one regard another, one with one. First and foremost, it is salvation, then which is the only means by which any of us can or could possibly become citizens of the kingdom of heaven. And second of all, which is deliverance. First, you have got to get his salvation, otherwise you have nothing coming. If you make that transition for the great journey here after life, you don't have that blood sacrifice and atonement of the salvation, the only fire insurance against the lake fire down to hell. I don't care what open went through. has said that former ex-talk show hosts. All roads do not lead to the kingdom of heaven. And whereas the late supposed so-called Reverend Billy Graham had adopted that one line of hers in the last years of his life, he embraced it. And could possibly probably is in damn hell now. I mean, God is not to be mocked. What you shall is what you shall be. Anybody that goes out of this world without the blood sacrifice of our Lord and Savior Christ, salvation, the only fire assurance is to make fire down hell. That's where you will be. To be tortured and terrorized by the devil and demons forever. Compared to how we as believers in God, as Christians, aka Protestants, not Catholics, not supposed to so-called Jehovah's Witnesses, not supposed to so-called United States or any other members of religious culture, false religion. We as Christians and Protestants, true real believers in God, don't feel this because how most church wars or whatever religious denomination are called the devil worshippers and the worstest kind of sort type of that nature. We as few Christians, real Christians, will be across that great divide that separates heaven and hell and come from a like-minded believer, a fellow Christians or Protestants, and in the presence of God and his angels as citizens of hell. Even so, we will become and be blessed down here upon the planet Earth, in this world as we know it. And even if we were to become prodigal sons and prodigal daughters, depending on whichever our gender, that sheep that is straight away from the 99 that have yet to make amens to God to get back in a more righteous relationship with God in accordance to the divine plan. We will still become blessed with, we will be blessed first and foremost, but we can never lose our salvation, though we will lose the blessings and deliverance until we work to get right with God. And it's about you all take care. Be safe, be blessed, not stressed. And I'm closing out now because this library is a done deal. Like it's about 2 minutes to closing time. That's what it says here. Yes. Yeah.